The Johnnie Walker case, it's an introductory case about a global brand that actually was misperceived at their communication level because it had grown so exponentially and expanded in different countries, and at the same time it has differentiated its offering into very different product lines with associated levels of prestige and price points that were very variant, from a $40 red label to a $220 blue label bottle. So we are looking at a brand with, in 2000 with a brand with not a distinct personality, because every marketing communicator in different countries was given in a way the freedom to curate their own campaigns and try to segment and tailor and convey a message to their audiences. But while the market becomes increasingly globalized in the last 15 years, at a certain point they realize there is a need for more integration. And how to realize this by looking at perceptions of the brand across countries and also sales volume. In this graph here, we can actually see how the brand is performing very differently across countries. And in some countries, you see that red label sales are higher. In a way, it testifies that the product is perceived as almost a commodity, like a low-level whiskey brand. And maybe it's used for mixing. In other countries, actually, for example, here, you see in Venezuela and South America, it's considered as a very prestigious brand of whiskey that can be used as the ingredient for cool cocktails. So what do you do when your internationalization strategy has been successful in driving sales, but is also resulting in a fragmentation of your brand identity because people perceive it in different ways across countries and product lines? Well, you need to become an iconic brand. Something that's unitary and perceived as the same in the entirety of the world, like Coca-Cola or McDonald's or Nike. These are iconic brands. Apple is another one. Things that are the same and signify the same in every market across the globe. So what are the features of iconic brand? Well, there are three features mainly. So the first one is actually fame. They are branded and they are universally recognized in that they symbolize a unitary thing in the mind of all consumers. They are also resonating with consumers. They inspire them to take action. It's the essence of alignment. For example, Apple opposes the status quo and it's creative. IBM solves problems. Nike stimulates action. And Sony dreams. Virgin enlightens to be different. Benetton protests. And Johnnie Walker had to do something similar. Iconic brands resonate with purpose. Iconic brands can be expressed with verbs. And finally, iconic brands are adopted. They take meaning outside the product or service category, they're widely adopted by the audience, and of course adoption signifies their success. So how do they do this? They reinvent themselves. They reposition themselves. They don't shut down any product line. Actually, they keep them just to say that the new positioning will also have different price points because every product line from red to black to green to gold, platinum, blue will be symbolizing a different level of aspiration, but the core message here is that Johnnie Walker inspires continuous change. And the new tagline is actually keep walking. And many different campaigns are rolled over across the years to stratify in the mind of consumers worldwide across markets that actually Johnnie Walker is a brand that signifies and symbolizes in a way prevalently masculine progress and the will to continue to achieve and improve yourself. And it's beautifully integrated with the product line of Johnnie Walker because every price point in a way symbolizes what you can afford at your current state. Is really a career brand. You start with the red label and then you move quickly to the black label, but then to go to the gold and platinum and finally blue, those are important steps in your career that will maybe be parallel by your career jumps. And in a way, also the product line can reinforce the positioning of keep walking and keep advancing at the next level. Now, This is what I said about the different product lines are really aspirational. You can see not only the price, but also the packaging, how they are presented, the beautiful, let's say, arrival point, the blue label that will feature in one of the 2 campaigns I've uploaded on Moodle after this video, are really a testament to the will of progressing and keep walking that it's at the base of Johnnie Walker. So I hope you have enjoyed this case, and please bear with me while we look at different campaigns and discuss even further what this brand signifies and how you actually measure the effectiveness of a campaign, which will be always a pain for every advertising and communicator. All your clients will tell you, yes, we had positive outcomes, but how do we know that it was the campaign that actually improved sales? Well, we're going to discuss this also in this case, and next week with the Fred case, we will look a bit more at the logical and conceptual basis of testing while ruling out competing explanations. So I hope you have enjoyed this case. It was very introductory. Next week we are going to start doing some more reasoning about causes and consequences and strategies.